We promised drama, and the round of 64 delivered.
Oh my god! Sammy the Screwdriver coming out swinging.
We were treated to the best that REBBL had to offer, and the worst. All apple pies, going in for a blitz, and he has 1 in 90. The Big O have been relentless in their pursuit of glory, but can they keep it up? Now, the Division 1 winners enter the fray, with a former champion among them. The pressure is ramping up, but there's plenty more blood still to be spilled. Oh!
Pizarro, no!
Welcome to the round of 32. Limpy goes in. Have you ever seen this before? And the fourth Doctor!
Bloody hell.
Fourth Doctor dies!
No big deal, boys. We're done.
Oh, stop! What? Oh, that!
First blood?
Blower is out.
You just have to... It's a bull centaur! That is just worse.
This is a massacre right now. The tree will attack on its own here in the REBBL playoffs. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Hello, Blood Bowl fans. How are we all doing? I am pumped. It is the round of 32. We just saw a fantastic intro video, and we have for you Liamcoulston versus Gdaynick. Chaos Dwarfs at 1890, and Gdaynick's Teenage Mutant Ninja Goblins sitting at 1720. They are in inducements, so we'll jump over to their game very, very shortly. I am your host, Synergy. I hope we're all doing well. I am really, really looking forward to this game. Liam finished second of the Big O Division 1, so second only to Papa Nasty, who shall be joining us shortly. But look at this team. He's got a strength up Chaos Dwarf blocker. He is actually had to pick up a new blocker because he lost one in the last game, just as I have foreseen as a newbie. These both bulls, blodge, break tackle. Fantastic stuff. And just a quick look at Gdaynick, finishing top of Division 2. Shredder absolutely putting in work last game. And some fantastic throwers. Also a strength up tackle Skaven lineman there. Fantastic stuff. Alright, the guys are in inducements, so I will flick over to Cabal TV. Crusader is having issues connecting to the Blood Bowl servers. And Papa Nasty is going to be our special guest, and he will be along shortly. Hopefully, Crusader's issues are only his own and will not affect the rest of this game. Oh, this game will divide the Big O fans. I think either team winning will be fine. Everybody will generally be happy. But if they destroy each other, and it'll be fun viewing, but the Big O might not be entirely happy. Papa Nasty, welcome. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Just finished work and got home, get an ice cream, watch some Blood Bowl.
Awesome. I'm just going to flick back while they're setting up. They have just kicked off. I just want to see the kickoff result and how many fans are in. Nick picked up a wizard. As we can see by the usual Blood Bowl client error, not showing up the wizard. And the toss was in fact won by Liam, and he chose to receive. Looks like Nick's fans decided to come out more so than Liam's fans. So he did win the fame.
Receiving's definitely. Sorry, Liam's elected to receive, not to, rather than to defend.
Correct. Yeah? Yep.
Yeah, interesting choice. Although I imagine with the amount of Mighty Blow Claw that's on the Underworld team, that he probably just doesn't want to take a full salvo from the troll into Stormvim.
Yeah, you're probably right. I was thinking about Nick's best way about this game, and I did try and push him to get some information, but he didn't let on any info, so his game plan is still secret.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Liam actually going on offense to start with. I think that he would have been better off going on defense rather than offense, as pretty much like while he's on offense, this just gives the Skaven just Underworld a really, really good opportunity to just hurt him. You know, like I mean, you know, like Nick could go through and, you know, he can play to try and stop the touchdown or whatnot, you know, but at the end of the day, like, Chaos Dwarves are just so damn slow that if you go on defense first, and provided that the opening salvo isn't too nasty on you, which, you know, I mean, you're just going to lose goblins. Who cares about goblins? You know, like, he's got those Mighty Blow Claw, which can just go through and just isolate players and, you know, just murder them. Yeah, and then go back into safety, while Liam's going to have at least 5 players at all times protecting the ball. Perhaps more, but even because of the wizard.
Yeah, indeed. And Nick winning the free reroll as we see the first hit of the round of 32, knocking out hello there. See you later, Underworld Goblin. You might be back later. Nick did pick up some extra goblins, so he does have a bench of 4. And I think he'll be happy with defending. I watched his round of 64 game, and he very much almost held out the Orcs on in the first half, and he was defending. He actually forced the ball carrier into a 4+, 3+ dodge, and a go for it at the end there. So I think he'll be okay here.
Liam's going to try and kill the troll. He's
moved his guard up.
Yeah, like he's followed up with his 2 guard pieces, and he's left his Mighty Blow Claw piling on. Although I think that this goblin that just got pushed has really put a spanner in the works for him, and I think that's why he's taking a while to decide what to do here, because he'd only have 1 die on the troll.
Yeah,
here we go. He's using the strength 4 instead. He's going to go for the safe option rather than the 1 die.
Yep, and gets the power, but just a knockdown. No arm break. So Leatherhead, the second Leatherhead on next team, is just having a little rest, but he'll be back. Throwing those tentacles onto maybe just one of these Dwarfs, being that there is a strength up Dwarf and guard around the place. But the tragedy of Darth, how is this Hobgoblin?
He's awesome.
He's ridiculous, isn't he? Level 6 Hobgoblin with Blodge, Stand Firm, and Kick-Off Return just to round things out.
Terrible Hobgoblin, and I finally have connected to the service.
Welcome, Crusader. Good to have you.
Terrible Hobgoblin.
No, I love him. I think he's hilarious.
He's an amazing
he
Hobgoblin.
is. It's that stand firm that everyone sort of scratches their head about.
Yeah.
The stand firm's great. It's I'm not sure about what Liam's doing here. It's almost like he's, like you'd almost think he's almost trying to draw out the wizard here by offering up
A six-man fireball?
I'm pretty sure he's going to move that one.
Especially when that six-man fireball would include 2 of his AV7 pieces. So therefore, if they are knocked down, there'd be a reasonable chance at a removal. But in saying that
there goes one.
Okay, there we go. Now it'd only be 5, but there wouldn't be retrieval options. It would be a great attrition fireball, but there wouldn't be many retrieval options, which would be the problem. Although in saying that, Nick is, they're stunty.
Yeah.
There's nowhere that you can't get to when you're stunty.
Whatever, I go where I want.
And if he manages to knock down the first 2 chorfs, if he does fireball, then there's no tackle. And those 2-headed goblin, big hands at the back here, Donatello, he would be at that.
It would be tempting, but I don't think Nick is crazy enough to go for the AB9 fireball.
I completely agree. It's not going to happen.
I think he's quite a cautious player. I think he won't.
He's willing to take risks when he has to. Like Nick's no slouch to playing, the chuck the dice and see what happens occasionally, but very solid player. Just does the solid fundament. He has those fundamentals down pat and just does what makes sense.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a blitz on one of the 2 rookie blockers. And Nick just pokes and moves back and plays it safe like he just did in the round of 64.
I kind of feel if you're going to do that, though, you may as well go for the skilled chorfs. Like, if you're just going to poke them and then run away.
The problem is the angle on the front 2 chorfs is a bit tough.
So, well, the other problem with the front 2 chorfs is that he is going to go for that rookie by the looks. But the other reason for not going after the developed ones is that they've got stand firm. So if he doesn't roll a knockdown, he's then got to dodge away feel the pain. And I think he's cautious enough that he doesn't want to risk that pain. I'm curious about what he's doing here though. It's almost like he's going to go for a 3 die.
Maybe hit and run.
Because he'll be 4 dice on the blitz, strength 4 on the blitz with horns. So he's going for a 3 die here.
He certainly has gone for the 3 die, and he finds the defender stumbles.
I don't think he can pile this on, though.
No, definitely not.
He could, definitely could. But he won't.
He'd be a madman.
Because of how his players are positioned, it's actually really difficult to get assists for a foul. But he's AV8, so you don't need to have a huge amount of assists in order to get a decent foul. But there's enough that it would be potentially problematic.
Hey, Bush.
But yeah, I watched his last playoff game, and I saw that he is definitely more sort of in favour of the hit and run rather than the.
Well, it makes sense, right?
Yeah, he is he is Underworld. They're not really known for their going toe to toe.
No, I maintain that Underworld team is like a more efficient kill team than say like Chaos, but they don't last as long as something like Chaos does if they go toe to toe for too long.
That's the thing. Like even with Chaos, you can't really go toe to toe with Chaos. I mean. Like the Warriors, they're built to go toe to toe, and just like in Underworld, the Trolls built to go toe to toe. But other than that, you can have a little bit of contact as Chaos, but if you're going toe to toe, unless you're going toe to toe with like elves or something,
different story. Something it's not
like you don't go toe to toe with like dwarves or orcs, like not unless you want to have a really bad day, because the killers are more efficient at killing but
Yeah.
overall, you know, your average orc is more efficient at killing than your average beastman, or your average dwarf is more efficient than beastman.
So Nick opted to leave Lord Freezer on the floor here.
Good. Kill him.
Do we think that was on purpose, or
Maybe you just forgot about him.
maybe?
The goblin on the floor, I mean, he would have had to have dodged away.
I mean, he did dodge
Why
one
stand
away
him up?
already.
He does, but being on the floor though, it means like either Liam has to foul a goblin, which just does not scream like high value to me, or you know, you're making it more awkward for Liam to move around if he wants to try and get hits on something valuable. Like he has to
I mean,
start with dodge rolls and things like that. Like I think leaving him on the floor is actually not the worst idea in the world.
Oh, it's a great idea, I think. I mean, I know whenever I play against teams that leave their players on the floor, because they don't want to stand them up, it's actually really frustrating. Because
It's not a
then,
clean line of movement, and you can't just knock them down.
Yeah,
And, like hopefully
well,
KO them.
yeah, well, I mean, there's that. You know, I do like to hit things, but you can't hit them if they're on the ground. But especially since it's usually, you know, they don't leave their, you know, their player that you want to foul on the ground. They, don't, you know, they leave their, you know, they leave their journeyman lineman sitting on the ground or something, which
Yeah, different story.
it's beneath
It was
me.
like
It's
Shredder
beneath
or
me.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then the thing is that with it is that then, you know, like they can pop up at any time. So you know, like you can't put a player where the player on the ground is, because if you do, well, you just can't do it. You know, it's just you just can't do it. But
And if you leave them
you
unmarked,
can't-
they just jump up and go wherever they want anyway. So
yeah. I mean, and like if for example you go through and you if you leave them sort of, if you cage around them.
We're seeing a foul here. Dirty Hobgoblin. Taking out the strength. Oh, Casey
Ooh.
Jones the third. MNG.
Apo
Apo coming out
too.
early. Oh dear.
It's always dangerous to apothecary the Mystics game.
Well, he
I
had
mean, you know,
he had the backup. He picked up the backup of Apo. So did he?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, no, he picked up backup Apo.
Does he?
Yeah.
I can't.
And I love democracy. Takes out Casey Jones,
Democracy.
but he's sent off for it.
But yeah, you know, like, you know, with the Mystics game, you know, it's something where you're not preventing a permanent injury. You know, just a Mystics game, and also as well, I mean, you're not guaranteed that you're going to get that player back either. For
No,
the
but
rest of the match.
you
It's
picked up a second apothecary. It's a signal that you're going to try and use it aggressively.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I feel like when you're Underworld and you're playing against Chaos Dwarfs, you're gonna, you know, like, you know, you don't necessarily need to be so aggressive as to use it on turn 2, because there will be other opportunities in the first half.
I mean, that's what these goblins on the front lines for, right?
And you know, if the Chaos Dwarves are going to score, then they're not going to be scoring turn 3, are they? So you know, there's not really a hurry on it. And in fact, actually, if you don't apothecary it, and then it turns out that you don't have any badly hurts for the rest of the half, you're not going to be complaining.
But that is a
But,
big loss for Gdaynick, because that was
Yeah.
essentially his safety versus the strength for 4 bulls.
Yeah, it was a good trade for Liam there, wasn't it? Absolutely worth being sent off to remove Casey Jones the third.
As we see Shredder, the second blitz, getting a good hit
Might
as
pile
well.
on here. Might follow and pile on here.
Oh.
No?
Oop.
Just an armor break by the looks of things. Mighty blow. Yep, just a stun. Will we see another foul?
See, he
One
can
assist.
get some good hits in here. I don't think he'll go for the foul here. The player's stunned, and he's got the strength 4 guy to deal with still. You know, which he can get a 2-die mighty blow claw hit on the strength 4.
Which he's just orchestrated
Just
right now.
lined up for, yep. And finds a power. Splinter getting in on the action. Yeah, oh, it's another break at least. Oh, strike me down with it. He's injured.
He's being struck down.
Also, MNG. Also appoed and also failed.
See,
Wow.
so this is the Papa Nasty says don't use apothecary on this next game.
Well, like, an apple and an MNG is 50-50, right? It's basically just a coin flip.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically 50-50, and it's
As much as we're fans of like Blood Bowl, and like personally, I'm a fan of seeing Dwarfs get murdered. I imagine there's people out there who don't mind seeing Underworld get throttled. It is disconcerting that this is two big O coaches who are going hammer and tongs at each other.
Yes.
And they've got another round after this, and then a potential another round after that.
There is the worry that somebody scrapes through and the big O loses.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, either way for as I think Steve 435 in chat, who's playing the winner of this match. If he wins his, he'll definitely be pleased so far. I mean, that's a strength for player from both sides being removed.
And a hearty, and again, and I apologise in advance, Synergy, a hearty, go fuck yourself, Superfed. 8 Big O coaches into round 2.
It's only round 2. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, that's right.
They were saying there would be 3 Big O
comments-
coaches in the round 2. Okay?
And that was including you,
Like,
Papa.
He was saying that, were they? Okay, yeah, that's I think as much as I say, Crusader, don't get too far ahead of yourself. It sounds like the Superfed has already gotten a bit too far ahead of himself.
So interestingly, the last game in Liam was the one that received the first injury. One of his dwarf blockers, I think he's about level 4 or level 5 blockers, died on I think turn 1 or 2, and then
really early on.
And then his team fired up and just went nuts. It was a massacre.
Pitch cleared his opponent 3 times in one game, basically.
Indeed. And now what's happened is Liam got the first injury. So what's going to happen?
I think it might go the other way.
Because the instant injury reply occurred. So, and the Appo's gone, as everybody's pointing out. Whereas Nick has a spare one. My client's not showing Nick's other.
It's sitting there.
Other inducements, unfortunately.
Aldar, we all assumed that as soon as Liam said that he was going to play Dwarfs, he was basically written out of the will and disowned by Morka.
I think
just, no son of mine will play Dwarfs. I have no son.
You've got to get at least a positive 20
which is
touchdown.
why with the Chaos Dwarves, you've got all these these sort of names and jokes and things about, Luke, I am your father. Liam's turned to the dark side and he wants Darth Vader to be his father now.
Flow through, you're getting hit by Shredder now.
Disowned.
Oh, but his armor holds
That's
up.
unfortunate. That Horns on Shredder has actually been a really good pickup for Gdaynick.
It's been fantastic, isn't it?
Better than relying on Dauntless, right?
Oh, indeed. So far, 3 blitzes from Shredder have all been powers or good enough.
Steve, Nick still has a wizard. He's got the fame and the Appo. So
yeah,
the 4 rerolls as well. So
and it is turn 4 essentially for Liam, and he is still deep in his half.
Yeah, restraint from both coaches when it comes to piling on, says Tomo. Papa Nasty, probably not one to be too familiar with the piling on restraint, if you would believe everybody else.
If I were Gdaynick, I would have piled on at least 2 times so far. I wouldn't have piled on every opportunity. He's it's not like he's got 4 Mighty Blow piling on blitzers to rely on. When he gets knocked down and fouled, he's if he loses it, he loses it.
Yeah, the easy solutions, like, oh, it's okay. It's how you deal with piling on. You just
Liam's
foul
thinking
them.
about a reroll here.
I wouldn't hate it.
There it is. Doesn't work though.
No. You hate the result, though.
Greed is not good in this case.
Yeah, but like Papa's got 4 piling on pieces as opposed to the 1, right? So it's easy to say, oh, you just foul the piling on pieces. Okay, you can only foul 1 player a turn. So if you pile on with 4 orcs, I mean,
We've already seen Liam's Hobgoblin's dirty players remove 1 piece. I expect it won't be the last. He's still got 2 dirty players left.
I think Liam was just trying to fish for a removal there more than like.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Into the third, getting fouled here.
In a hurry to move up the field at all.
Sticking the boot in for the second time. Failed.
Oh, nothing.
Narrowly avoids getting sent off as well.
But like as a bash coach, I mean, you know, like when you're playing a bashy team, you don't feel the
bash
need
coach?
to.
Pixel hugger for sure, right?
Yeah, I am a pixel hugger, but you know, I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not a bash coach as well.
Well, yeah,
I just prefer the other person's players, the other coach's players, to be the ones on the sideline rather than mine. But
sense,
as a bash coach, I mean, for me, I don't even often intend on even moving up the field until after my turn 4. You know, like turn 1 to 4, I often just aim to just sort of keep the ball safe and just work on just trying to get a few removals and things. Like obviously I'll move up the field if it's easy and I can do so safely, but yeah, I'm not going to potentially sort of risk anything to try and move up quickly, because even if you get to the other end, you're not going to score till turn 8.
Talking about greed rerolls, Shredder rolled the both down skull and re-rolled it into pow, and everything is proceeding is now injured.
That's minus armor as well.
Minus AV. That's big.
Do you? I mean, he's got a lot of.
Do you regret using the apothecary on this next game?
Yes.
That is a massive removal.
Like, I mean, you know, like, you know, this, you know, you're playing against a team that's got, you know, 2 Mighty Blow Claw players, 3 Mighty Blow Claw players. I don't know, like, you know, to me, just using it on the next game was.
And the 3 die from Leatherhead.
Yeah, it's a bit premature.
You know what? I wouldn't hate a foul on that dwarf now.
I expect we might see that. I was thinking the same thing.
That would be a great target for a foul. The only problem is, though, is that Gdaynick doesn't have any dirty players, and you know these guys are AV9 thick skull.
This is true.
Yes, Nick has four goblins on the bench, but
Yeah, 3 assists.
you know it's something where like the most assists that he can get is he can get 3 assists,
Cheeky 3+ dodge
which
for
would make it
Splinter.
a 58% foul. If the guy was niggled, it'd be great, but it's.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Foul restraint.
Particularly as well, like in order to foul AV9, and this is something that a lot of people don't realize, is that you often have to put yourself really out of position in order to do so, because you need to take a lot of players from one place and put them all together, which when you're trying to sort of screen off to prevent the opposition from moving up the field is perhaps not the best idea, especially when the opposition has a lot of tackle and guard. And they can, you know, like when you bunch up, that's great, because then they can utilize their guard so much more efficiently.
Nick, the stop sign says Bush.
A little bit of a misplay there by Liam.
He's just looking to get a hit here on this here troll, methinks.
Yes, changing his mind up
Running out
there.
of players.
Yep, with
He
3
wants to hit
off.
the troll.
He's down to 8 on the field, and at this stage we'll be down to 10 next drive.
Well, that's it.
Both down. The one weakness.
Oh,
Not exactly needing Claw there, but stunning him all the same.
so it's done sufficient there.
Yeah, that'll really help him
it's
out.
not what he wanted, but just having him out next turn, and then when he does stand up, he's only got one movement. At which point, he'll also need somebody next to him. Otherwise,
Exactly.
he's stupid. And with only 3 turns left, Liam's going to be hot-footing it downfield. So he'll be miles away by the time the troll eventually stands up. The trolls should basically be out of this drive. He should be out of contention. All he is just someone you don't want to stand on or stand next to.
Looks like he's going for the Hobgoblin here.
Is there a way you could orchestrate a hit on a bull? Because that's what Liam's going to do, right? He's just going to hand off to a bull and then scoot it down the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go with the hit from Shredder here and uses Splinter instead. And he'll position Shredder downfield a little bit for the next turn.
Well, his problem is too that he can't. If he flips all the way across the right-hand side, Liam just hands off to a bull and then runs down the left-hand side. It'll just outpace him.
You know why that goblin's marked up the hobgoblin, right? He's going to pile on this turn. He needs to stand for it. He is. He's going to blitz the guard stand for him. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I was wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure why
he's blitzing the dirty player. He's going for the AV7.
I don't hate it.
I think it's a waste going for the dirty player there. I mean, it's nice to remove the dirty player for sure, but it's nice to remove a dirty player early in the half.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to worry about fouls for the rest of the half. But at this point, it's quite late in the piece. It's something where
wrestle.
At the moment, for Nick, he probably won't really want to be piling on. In these sort of last few turns because he needs to stay standing for the tackle zones. He can't afford to lose the movement because Liam's going to have to really sprint down the field so fast. He's got to be able to cover for that. And that means that and even for Liam, he's probably not really going to be looking to foul for these last few turns because he can't afford the players for it. He's got to use them for screening and things like that.
Shredder, of course, is positioned perfectly to be able to reach pretty much anywhere that Liam wants to move into his half.
And Saimar's got pretty much sums it up as well. If you want to limit mobile pieces, just whack at balls. And I think that's what Nick probably more needs to be doing at the moment because it's the bulls that are going to be a threat. These Chaos Dwarves can't move down the field. They're too slow to get down.
Chaos Dwarves apparently can't knock down Skaven blitzers.
Yep, second failed reroll on a kind of agreed hit. So for those joining the cast a little bit late and missing the intro, this is a round of 32 playoff between Gdaynick and Liam. Gdaynick finished top of Division 2 in the Big O, and Liam finished second of Division 1. And that is a failed dodge.
Did exactly what Papa Nasty said it would.
That greed reroll really stuffed him up.
I'm really not a fan of that. He was only even going to get 2 assists on it because of the goblin that was that's just behind the troll. He was only going to get 2 assists on it. It wasn't even going to be a great foul.
And now,
I think Liam's just running out of options and he doesn't know what to do here.
As long as the troll stands up too, this could put Liam in a very awkward position.
As long as this troll doesn't go very stupid. Does have the assist. Lord Freezer should be able to help him out. Get up, son.
I'd almost pay anything for Liam to kill that particular goblin.
Be interesting to see how Nick plays out this turn.
Yeah, no stand firm on excuse me, no stand firm on this troll. It's disappointing.
I think he's considering the blitz with the troll. Not on the ball carrier, but no, he's
maybe we're just going for the 3-die again.
Yeah, maybe he's just going for the 3-die on the rookie. I would definitely consider the
He needs to stand up patrol before he takes his hit, though. There he goes.
Like so.
Quite nice. The troll's got the tentacles there as well.
Here comes the shredder hit and finds a knockdown again. As we wait for the push direction, what's gonna happen? Nothing.
No.
Nada. Even though the troll stood up, it should still be relatively straightforward for Liam to free up the ball carrier at least. But then
This will help.
Well, the problem is though for the ball carrier is that his only way to potentially score here is going to be that he's going to need the potato, and and that's not really going to work. There's too many tackle zones there, even for him to sprint downfield, really.
yeah, it's less an ideal scenario.
And I mean, his only real option would be to maybe hand off to a bull and try and get a bull to sprint downfield. But the bull would just get slaughtered if it tried to do that. And it would potentially end up as a touchdown at the other end. So, I mean, I think for Liam, he's just got to resign himself to the fact that he's not going to score this drive and just protect the ball, go for some casualties.
If he doesn't score this drive, how likely do you think that he has to switch gears into playing for overtime is? Considering Gdaynick has the wizard.
Ooh.
And
Not needing Dauntless there, Lucky. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
And, that's what he needed. Liam needed anyway. Now, it is turn 7, so he needs scoring threats and needs them desperately.
He's not going to be able to score here. I don't think. I mean, there's just
One of his Agi 3 is on the floor, so that's not going to be a
much
scoring
too
threat.
unlikely. Unless he's willing to throw a pass to a bull.
Gasmi is saying that if Liam doesn't score this drive, he loses.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that, Yasmin.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. If he doesn't score this drive, I think he needs to absolutely 100% play for overtime.
Ooh, it's a ball
And
blitz
even then, that's a dicey prospect.
on April O'Neil.
Even not scoring here. It doesn't necessarily.
Oh!
Oh, that's
Poor old April.
That's it.
Don't echo that.
That's a
Let
dead
that one go.
April O'Neil. The third. So April's died a few times before. So Wrestle, Skaven, lineman is out of the game. And Liam has no scoring threats, so he is not scoring here.
and so
Leatherhead
yes, it's
is
Skaven
getting-
lineman, but
He's
it's
getting kicked.
Underworld.
Big old foul
Yes,
on the
Skaven
troll.
lineman,
Failure. Nothing. Nada. I love the Republic. Is an absolutely terrible fouler.
but even if Liam doesn't win, doesn't score here, he's still got a good shot in the next half, because when you're on defense, you can really sort of go for play the attrition game a lot more.
Yeah, but he's playing against a wizard, though.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I mean it's something where if you're playing the attrition game,
And you're
if
also
he can get
down
enough
one.
removals, he can force them to score quickly, or alternatively he can turn over the ball. I mean, it's he's got the players that he definitely can potentially turn over the ball. I mean, I think it was just a big mistake for him to go on offense first, as Nick just has some really solid defense here.
In the tipping competition, I actually went for Nick for a 1-0. So far,
Ooh.
Things are looking pretty good for you. I was
after-
gonna ask,
scores.
how many people have tipped which result?
oh, here comes a hit on a ball. Shredder putting in work again with tackle. Nothing.
You get to choose the result as well in the tipping competition.
It's being used as a tiebreaker, I believe.
Yeah, I thought it was just for the final or something that you could.
No, Monkey stepped it up this round, and we had to tip the score for every game.
Really? I haven't tipped a score for any.
I was surprised.
Maybe that's why I'm languishing down at like mid or low table because I haven't been picking the scores.
The only way to not lose Papa Nasty is to not play.
Are we going to see a foul here?
It's not worth a foul. Yeah.
He could get a 3-assist foul.
Get a blitzer in a way.
Actually,
scoring position too.
actually, it might be worth the foul. Actually,
No, that's a scoring threat.
three players off the field.
If you're going to foul, you're going to foul with Jar Jar Binks, right?
Yeah. Jar Jar was definitely going to be the one.
I'm surprised he's only sent up that Storm Vermin rather than sending up a Goblin as well to get your potential scoring threat. As there's no way that Liam can score from here, so therefore it's definitely in his best interest to get some scoring threats himself. Go for some crazy Goblin play next turn.
So, does Liam foul Leatherhead again?
Well, it's past history.
He definitely needs to foul that troll again next turn.
Yeah.
He needs that troll gone.
I reckon I Love the Republic gets sent off.
Right. He needs to foul that and to ideally, if he can, blitz the Skaven Blitzer. Because otherwise, Gdaynick's, he's just going to get free hits on the line of scrimmage with his Mighty Blow Claw, and that could potentially decimate Liam's team.
He's going for the Rat King. Ooh, it's a break at least, and it's a KO. Did Nick pick up any babes? I can't see them look like.
I mean, I might have splashed some bank if he didn't already do so for his inducements, but I might have splashed at least 50k for a babe. I think it's good value for this game. You would think.
So he's setting up for a 5-assist foul.
Yeah, 5-assist foul, and then maybe
even 6. Depends if he wants to break tackle with Let the Hate. No.
He's got a reroll, so
just as I have foreseen, not getting in on the action apparently.
He just wants to cage off the ball as well. He wants to be able to eat his cake and have it too.
So just going for the 4-assist foul. And I Love the Republic having a third shot at Leatherhead the second. Here it comes. Gets the break and the knockout. And he's safe.
Avoids the sending off.
Indeed. Dirty player rolling it over there to a knockout. So, pretty successful half here from Gdaynick, managing to stop Liam from scoring. Also, AV busting with a fractured skull on Everything Is Proceeding. That is a big removal there. The Claw Mighty Blow piling on blocker. And also MNGing the Strength Up blocker. And also piling on Mighty Blow guard. So, and here we go again with Shredder. He has blitzed 7 out of 8 times this turn.
And can freely pile on this time.
Oh, doesn't need to.
The
Alliance will die.
Oh.
The one time he can freely pile on with
Badly
no
hurt.
retaliation.
We were all wanting to see Shredder pile on there. But that is the third blocker off the field. things certainly leaning Nick's way so far.
Yeah,
Who-
getting into the second half, 0-0, removing 3 Dwarfs off the field. Looking pretty good for the Underworld right now.
Very much so. As we see, ooh, Leatherhead's deciding he wants to stay down a little bit longer here.
He knows the team doesn't need him, apparently.
Yeah, with Leatherhead staying out, that potentially gives Liam quite a decent shot here at stopping Nick's drive.
9
but even
versus
though Nick's
11
got the
though.
wizard,
And yeah, facing that wizard.
but it is it is Dwarfs and goblins on one side. Dwarfs on one side, goblins on the other. It's, or hobgoblins, I suppose. Really, I mean, actually looking at the numbers on the field, there's more hobos than actual Dwarfs.
Injuries
I
for
think-
Nick were the strength busted. No, the strength up Casey Jones III was MNG'd on turn 2, I believe, and ate up the Wandering Apo. And then April O'Neil were all dead and did not have Apo rights.
Unfortunate lady.
Not the first
It's
April O'Neil
unfortunate
that we've
for,
seen die or be retired.
So unfortunately, he's still got to put one Chorf on the line. He doesn't quite have enough hobgoblins to both utilize kick, protect his ball handler, and fill up the line of scrimmage.
No, poor old Dwarfs and their many problems.
It is of no concern. Will be smacked in the head.
Well, the thing is, right, is that by effectively doing that, it means there's actually no reason for him to actually put hobgoblins on the line. He would actually be better off to just use his Chorfs on the line, because his the Mighty Blow Claw is going to hit the Chaos Dwarf in the middle anyway, and then the Mighty Blow Claw piling on is going to hit whoever he wants with a blitz. Regardless, but basically he's not going to be preventing any sort of claw hits against Chorfs. All that he's going to be achieving is that the goblins are going to get to hit AV7 hobgoblins rather than hitting AV9 thick skull Chorfs.
With a decent result too, like Claw Dwarf, good, could be in a bit of strife this turn.
Yeah,
Two
I
guys
was thinking the
against
same.
guys, they just sprint in there and hit him.
He because Nick doesn't have any guard. What would have actually been the best option there for him would be to put his guard, to put his Chorf with guard, his bull with guard, and his other bull, his blodge bull, to put those 3 on the line of scrimmage, and then he would have actually been able to effectively deny any 2-die blocks to Nick. The best that Nick could have gotten was a 1-die. And that would be using
like,
that would have been bold.
Yeah, that feels like some sort of orcish.
That's an orc
trick.
That's that's an orc trick. That's what you do as orcs. So you guys have seen my games. I usually put 3 Black Orcs on the line to just deny the opposition any blocks against me.
Well, and the kick goes straight to Raphael.
Start just picking up 2 dice as he goes along the line, right?
Nice weather does nothing, and just goes straight to Raphael. Apparently this boy can catch. Why Raphael is a goblin, I will never know.
I am not entirely certain either why all the turtles are the goblins.
Well, I suppose they are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Goblins, right?
Because the team is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Goblins, right? I mean, that's the
Slash
fun
the Rat
fact
King
about
of
the
the
Teenage
throwers.
Mutant Turtles.
Oh yes.
Did you know in the UK, when they were like on TV the first time as a cartoon, they were the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles?
Oh really?
They weren't actually ninjas in the UK because of like, oh no, ninjas are violent.
The British censoring.
I know. They pay their TV license for a reason when you censor.
TV licensing. The first time I heard about that, I was
Right.
absolutely shocked.
Right. It was originally titled Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Tomo. That is a fact you can look up.
A couple of failed hits here on the line, just getting some pushes, so good is still okay. Ooh, there we go.
Well, the Republic's not.
I love the Republic is injured and by just a plain old goblin hit.
If it's good enough, it's good enough.
It is certainly the opposite to what Liam had last game, isn't it?
You know, imagine he also came into this game feeling pretty confident that, like, I'm going up against a bunch of, like, AB7 things. That should be alright.
Yeah, particularly after the confidence boost of the first game. Oh, just a stun. No follow-up.
Surprised that he hasn't moved the. Okay, no, he's doing it now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going to take a 1-die on this final hobo.
that would be a brave new world.
Freeing up Donatello. One of the only original goblins by the looks of things, if Nick has kept his naming scheme up. But Liam is down to 7.5 players, with one of them being stunned. And the ball is safely tucked back in Nick's half. And he has plenty of time to move forward.
Excess, the troll is just KO'd. He's mostly fine.
Mostly. Splinter the third is going to take a hit here. As good. The movement busted. Choff gets a hit in. But he's not wearing very sharp claws apparently.
Yeah, all things considered, sure there are 2 injuries on Nick's side of the field, but the Dwarfs have just been unable to do much, haven't they?
Well, they got 5 in the casualty box. One is a red card, but
Yeah, self-inflicted.
and the worst part about that for Liam is that it's Chorfs, not hobgoblins,
Right.
Chorfs that are in the casualty box, and in particular, he only has 1 mighty blow remaining on the field. Luckily, Nick now also only has 1 mighty blow remaining on the field. But yeah.
It's a dead lineman for Nick and an MNG lineman. I was wondering in the chat.
And a fairly open left-hand side of the field for Nick.
And the only claw piece on Liam's side of the pitch has only got movement 3. So you can certainly run away from that thing.
I wonder if just as I have foreseen is
He certainly
about
is.
to cop a boot to the face.
I think so. I think
No, he won't fail him.
You don't reckon?
Nah.
When it was Jar Jar, you don't even see Jar Jar just wandering around going, okay, I got this.
I could be wrong, but basically from Nick, we haven't really seen him fouling, and I don't think that that if he is going to foul, I don't think that he's going to foul the level 1. The level 1 Chorf. If he's going to foul something, there are much more valuable targets. I think he will set it up so that he doesn't need to blitz next turn. So that if this guy stands up, he's just going to get hammered.
okay. Stark asking what he's missed. So turn
Lots.
2, Casey Jones the third was MNG'd and took out the wandering Apo. And did nothing. That Apo was useless. And then in reply, Nick turned around and removed a strength up Chaos Dwarf blocker of Liam's, also MNG, also taking the Apo. That being said, Nick still has his normal Apo, but just the Wandering Apo is being used. And then Nick proceeded to blitz every single turn with Claw Mighty Blow, and Shredder got some more scalps as we see a minus AV Claw Mighty Blow piling on. Claw Palm's not coming back. And also
Look at this! Called it!
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, gets the break, just a stun, and Michelangelo using a two-headed goblin.
Yes. Without the dirty player, it's just so difficult to get a removal on.
I don't even think he cared if he removed it though. I think on there was good enough for him.
And basically, Liam has hung out in this area. He hasn't moved much further forward. He hasn't moved much further to the left or the right. Pretty much, the Dwarfs have just hung out around here.
Yeah,
they're big fans of the rebel icon in the middle of the field.
I do like how he. I really like how Gdaynick is just. He just ties up this dirty player. He's done it a few times now where, he just goes and just marks them up with a goblin, and just as a result, it's something where it just makes it so that there's just not much that, with only the one dirty player and he's marked up, and the goblin's having dodge and the dirty player not having anything. There's just not much that he can do. It becomes quite a risk to foul.
And the goblins with all capitals, Nick does not care one iota for. They are basically his chaff.
Yeah, he sort of picked them up as he was playing different people. Like, there's a Lord Freezer.
Because he was playing you. He
Yeah.
picked up a No Potato at one stage for when he was playing Bush. No, it was a Yes Potato.
It was a Yes Potato.
Yes Potato. And hello there, I'm not sure. I think he's just...
It's a Star Wars, it's a prequel meme.
He's just calling out there. And Jar Jar Binks, of course, as well. To rile up his opponent.
Yeah, I think hello there was Obi-Wan to General Grievous.
I think you're right. I hope everybody in chat is enjoying themselves. I know I was super pumped for this game and am fully enjoying it myself. This is the opener for the round of 32, and I am quite happy to have been able to cast it. And being joined by Crusader and Papa Nasty, of the winner of Div 1 fame.
Of piling on fame, destroying your teams.
Of 4 legends.
Of 4 legends on his team fame.
Hoping for his 5th during the finals.
Hopefully. I need about 18 SPP, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit
and about another
ask.
100,000 in cash to pay for your spiraling expenses.
Yeah, that's one of the problems actually, is that people sort of say about if you Papa Nasty, you never take casualties. The only thing you ever lose is linemen. To be honest, if I lost anything, in the past I lost Black Hawks. I haven't lost one for a long time though. But if I lost a player at the moment, unless they were a lineman, I couldn't replace them. I don't have enough gold, and that's not because I've been spending it. It's because sometimes my gold goes up, sometimes my gold goes down. I have to roll. I think I have to roll like a 3. If I roll like a 3 or a 4, I'm not sure which it is. I break even after a match. As in I don't lose gold. If I roll a 1, I lose about 30k gold. Something like that.
Since getting Kislev to 2k now, I noticed the same thing in the last couple of games that I had. It's like, I rolled a 3 there, but didn't actually get. Did I just lose gold? It's a brave new world for me.
So Papa is playing on Saturday around 2 or 3 or 4 on
A nebulous time.
and he is playing Jameis. So another Big O showdown, unfortunately for us.
Are you concerned by the Movement 10 gutter runners at all, Papa Nasty?
Of course, I'd be a fool not to be.
I guess that's true too, I suppose.
Yeah, you know, I never underestimate any opponents that I go up against because, you know, like, you know, whenever I look at another team, you know, that I'm about to play, I look at them and I think, well,
Flow
if I
through
was
you, the
playing
Bull
them,
Centaur taking a claw mighty blow hit.
how would I beat myself?
And you find
and I
the
know,
power, but
and I know what I would do to beat me.
the Bull's armor this game has been very good. Not so can be said the same for the blockers though.
I wonder if they go and, like, they're basically horses, right? So they got to go and purchase their armor from a different vendor than everyone else, I imagine.
Well, if you look at them, there's not that much armor on them. I think they're just tough boys. Ooh,
It's like the honey
we're going
badger.
for a handoff. And it's good.
Is he close to leveling, is he? Or no, he's not. Yeah.
I just think he feels safer with the ball on Slash. That foul appearance, I'm calling it now. He's gonna save him. As much as I hate it on that random foul appearance, he's gonna save him. Not armor, barding. Exactly. There is barding of
Oop.
sorts.
Donatello. No. Maybe? Ooh.
Let it go.
Let it go. Don't think he can. He lets it go.
Yep. 3 ones in a row. Look at that. Gdaynick rolling ones when he needs to.
You can make sure that, you know, at the end of the match when everyone goes and looks at dice.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
fair.
you know, he plenty of ones.
Yeah. The fact they're all my own armor rolls, I mean, you know, whatever.
Or the inconsequential dodge that, you know,
That's a little
Followed by a-
unfortunate, isn't it? It's always
by a
annoying when a
non-vote.
3-die doesn't work. Tragedy of Darth. No tackle for that fella.
Monty wants to know why no one is being thrown. It's very, very easy to say why. It's because there's a troll on the sideline who is KO'd.
Unfortunately, Leatherhead 2 got kicked in the nuts 3 or 4 times last half and finally knocked him out.
There's only so much punishment a man can take, right?
He eventually got through that thick skull of his. I guess the hobo found the soft spot of in the end. Oh, Liam having to use a reroll there because Shredder too good.
Stark, I'm going to put it out there. You could hear me out. You could just re-roll.
And now we're seeing Liam base up as much as he can. He attempts to try and stop this, what I assume will be a stall.
problem is that for Liam here is that Liam doesn't even have anyone that's KO'd. You know, like if he does go through and score, then Nick potentially gets back a troll and a mighty blow claw Skaven Blitzer,
Splinter
and that's it. You know, it's something where basically if he scores, then Nick gets stronger, and Liam stays the same. Liam's just taken too many injuries here, really.
There's still a wizard.
Yes, and there's still a wizard. I mean, there's not really too much point here installing. Nick's got such a great advantage, and although Liam might potentially be able to get a quick touchdown or something, I think that there's probably more chance that Liam can get a turnover here than what there is of Liam getting the quick touchdown. Liam's just down on sort of too many players here, I think, to really sort of be able to mount an effective offensive drive.
It's a good blitz target there to get Shredder out of trouble. He should be able to hide away pretty safely. And the only Mighty Blow claw piece left for Liam is far behind with that movement 3.
Hey.
And Raphael's, is he going to stay against? No, there's tackle. Well, we do see a reroll. It works. Sticking the sidestepper out in front, or technically in the back. Now, Jar Jar Binks and Venus too. Tying up some players at the back here. But will they get out and around? Now, I'm assuming Venus 2 is the female turtle. I can't say I'm up to date with the latest turtle fashions.
What is it? Are there new turtles?
Yeah, it's she first appeared in the television series Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
Yep.
She's the only female turtle, and the only turtle named after a work of art rather than the artist. Her name is Venus de Milo.
And she's getting hit by tackle. She's fine. So how many turns will Nick stall out?
Well, I mean, at this rate, you can stall out for 4 more turns and be fine.
Nah, he won't be able to stall out for that long.
My 1-0 prediction will come through, you think?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, 1-0, possibly 2-0. You know, I mean, pretty much Liam can base up without sort of worrying at all. And each time that he does, he's going to force Nick just a little bit further back into that corner until there's nothing left. And every time that Nick sort of dodges back and goes further into that corner, he's increasing the chance that Liam might find some sort of tricky play that he can do, some sort of chain push or something like that, you know, which maybe Nick just hasn't thought of.
Well, as I say, like, there's no point giving your opponent more outs than they sort of deserve, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like, you know, like these goblins here, I mean, they're not really able to, you know, like sort of make blocks against the Dwarfs because they just don't have the strength. So it's only really Shredder that's going to be hitting, and the goblins are just going to be dodging back. You know, one of them's going to roll a 1-1 or something. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick actually scores this turn, just blitzes and then scores.
A little bit surprised that Tragedy of Darth didn't mark up Raphael there.
Yeah, me too. He's giving away an assist on the Chaos Claw.
Yeah.
Which potentially could come. I mean, it's something where it potentially gives Nick the opportunity to maybe stall for an extra turn because the goblins, you know, because then Shredder can blitz the Mighty Blow Claw, and then the goblins can get the 2-eye on.
Lightning bolt on Let the Hate.
That was kind of random. Oh, you might want to come back into the center of the field so that he can stall for longer.
Ooh, you don't re-roll.
Nah, he's not going to re-roll it. He'll just score. He was trying to be cheeky.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Oh, he did. Oh, see. Yeah. And because he just rolled a push, he's probably still going to end up just scoring it. Maybe not.
check out the backfield here. Hello there, Donatello and Venus II. Chilling out. Just watching from the backfield. And we've got a couple dodges that are going to happen. So he is stalling out. And the one thing that Nick is missing is guard. So if he leaves any gaps, Slash is going to get hit. So those goblins from the backfield rush up to mark up some hobos. And Donatello just chilling out, being of safety.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a fan of Nick's continuing to try and stall here. See, like now he's given Liam a shot. I mean, the Bulls don't have tackle, and you know Liam's carrier obviously has blodge, but yeah, like these Bulls do have break tackle. That's the break tackle and dodge. So they can potentially dive into a blitz if provided that they only need to make one dodge, and they've got that opportunity now.
Is that a 4+ to blitz in from the touchdown line?
Yeah, it would be
Around
2
the
tackle zones.
Yeah, 4+ with an automatic 4+ with a
reroll.
You can use team reroll. There is tackle on Shredder.
Tackle, yeah. It's worth it.
But the thing is that I was just about to say is that you can just blitz off Shredder instead. Mark up the rat. Mark up the ball carrier. Ideally with a chorf if you can. And maybe even if he can dodge out the foul Shredder.
Shredder's stunned.
Stunned him. That's pretty big news.
Yeah, no need to know him now. But see, like here, these are strength 4 balls. They're
Do you just stand in front of him?
I was thinking that. Do you break tackle or do in front of him?
Do you risk the surf?
No, you don't go in front of him. That's
That is something.
It'll be red dice. But yeah, the Nick's
It's hugely
tried too hard for the stall. Nick's tried too hard for the stall here. He should have scored it last turn.
Yeah, I didn't like the use of the wizard last turn.
Back.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Drop the mic. Boom.
Yeah.
This is a big risk that Liam's taking right now, but if it pays off,
He's going for it. He can make it a 1 die, I think, with a couple of dodges. But they are dodges from tackle. As I am the Senate takes down Venus II. Oh, attempts to. Just gets a push. So
do we go for the 1 and 9 to score, or you surely just take the dodge in to score, right?
because of the 2 heads, maybe. Nope. No, he's going to go for the 1 die.
I feel like we're going to
blitz.
yeah.
That means Leonardo's going to get in here. Technically, the dodge out is a better option.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. If he fails this, then he's literally shat the bed. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Surf's on the ball carrier.
He's going to be defeated by his own hubris. Yeah, you surf this ball carrier, right?
Yep. I think double skulls into double skulls. That's about the only thing that can save Nick here. Well, they're both downs.
The great thing here is that he doesn't even need a blitz to
Yeah, that's
surf
right.
him.
He's got three.
I did say
Because the goblin's in a very convenient position.
Ooh, foul appearance. There goes one goblin. Ooh, Jar Jar Binks is injured by the crowd.
Nobody cares.
They are not happy right now.
The only thing we care about is he's not, didn't die. That's the only thing we care about. Yeah, Nick choking hard is one way to put it.
Oh, there's the double skulls and the push. Oh, he's...
no, you
what are you
idiot!
gonna do?
What the fuck? Liam!
Whoa, it's gotta be a misclick.
Why would you do that?
Morka.
Well, actually, I can
Where's
understand why.
Morka?
Maybe
He needs to clip him around the
maybe
ear
he's
right
just
now.
not thinking, and he was thinking he could surf him from the corner more easily, but...
The surf from the other direction was fine. There was a knocked out goblin.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
Oh no.
Throwing the match, bro. He's throwing the match.
I'm so confused.
We need to get the match fixing committee in here. What was that? That was nerves. That was a misclick.
There's just no way that you do that on turn 15 essentially. Give him a turn 15 score. You could surf him instead.
I'm absolutely stunned right now.
I'm fucking flabbergasted.
I can only assume maybe the client moved forward a little bit as he tried to click this one and accidentally clicked that one. It does get a little bit funny.
Play off nerves. You get that shaky hand.
Nick is secretly a genius.
Oh my lordy!
Oh my god, what was that?
Oh.
That's a misclick of misclicks.
Oh dear. Okay. So Liam needs to 2-turn.
Morka just disowned Liam. I think he did that a while ago, but yeah.
I thought, when you said that, I actually didn't realize you're joking. I actually thought you were serious. Because, my son Matthew, if he did that.
Straight to the Buddhist temple.
Yeah, they have a lot of stray dogs there. They're very hungry. Feed them to the wolves.
Wow. No, I think Morka still does like Liam. Morka did pick up his child last night, so he's still good. As we
My
see.
God, what a way to throw the game from yourself, right?
Oh wow. I feel for him. I obviously I don't know. It's got to be a slight little jitter of the mouse. Perfect defense here for Nick to add insult to injury. He will be able to stop this.
Poor Liam is going to be heartbroken with that, I think.
So,
as he said, if it doesn't make the next round's hype video, Herringzord really does, has missed an opportunity there, I think.
I don't know, if you're sort of, your silver lining on the cloud is that, well, at least that really fucking stupid thing that I did made the playoff video, the playoff hype video. So therefore, this really stupid thing that I did can be immortalized in its infamy.
I don't know about you. But
I think I think you need to set the bar a little bit higher if that's your your silver lining. Like,
my good giddy god.
Thank you very much for the follow, Sir Will. I am enjoying the number of viewers we have here. I think I hit my record, so thank you very much, everybody that's come along and got to see that crucial misclick.
Yeah, Liam just confirming in Discord that it was indeed a misclick rather than a brain. Although, like, if it was me and I'd done that and I had had a brain fart, I'd be like, yeah, that was a misclick. Yeah. There's some things that you just never own up to, and that is one of them, right?
And Darth can't catch the ball. So at this stage...
Admittedly for Liam, we wouldn't believe that it's a brain fart, though.
Right.
So the winner of this plays the winner of the... there's a G-Man off happening, Lizards versus Chaos. Is it... Who is it? It's Steve's Chaos, the Samoa team, and Creighton's Lizards,
Mighty Reptiles.
the Mighty Reptiles.
Which have a great naming convention. They're all named after the Mighty Ducks. Big fan.
Oh, really?
Big fan.
And here goes that scoring threat. Flow through you.
Is Rocky playing for Liam?
Rocky just burst through the door and took over his mouse for a turn.
It's funny though, like, we've already had another case of someone going, oh, I only need 1 SPP to level in the playoffs.
Keji did a Rocky.
Yeah, Keji did the Rocky.
What? Someone came into playoffs and then...
Rocky, you know what happened to Rocky in round 13, right? He's playing Reese.
No.
He realized one of his blitzes, his Protonian blitzes, was 1 SPP from leveling. To set the scene, he moves, I think it was a blocker up, right? And he's thinking, I'll just pick up the ball and I'll pass, right? For 1 SPP. Rocky could have picked up the ball and could have just run it in for a touchdown.
It was like 2 squares away from the touchdown line.
Yeah, but
He
he's
wasn't even
a
a go for it. It was
pass.
nothing.
Yeah.
It was just... It also would have helped Squiggy's...
The same thing.
It also would have helped Squiggy get into the finals potentially.
Oh yeah. I saw Squiggy saying something about that on Discord.
And
about how gutted he was, and something about forever kind of thing, something like that. But yeah,
it was so bad. People were like, "Did Rocky just like? Was there collusion there? Did Rocky throw that so Reese still had a chance?" And we're all like, "No, Rocky's just an idiot."
And thank you for the extra follows there, guys. A little bit of a follow train going on there. Thank you, Grindle and Light.
How did Rocky get out of the game? That is a question he asked himself, Swag does.
So he can only blitz down one of these scoring threats, but it is going to be a big old pass.
Yeah, probably like maybe a 5+ pass into a 6+ catch.
Yeah.
Followed by a... actually, the dodge won't be necessarily that difficult. Maybe 3+, 4+.
Yeah. At worst.
And if he rolls well on the first one, he might not use break tackle. So.
Did I miss the blitz?
No.
Oh, there he is. Shredder's in the back here. I was a little bit too high.
He's the safety.
So do we blitz the bull on the left or the bull on the right?
I'd go the bull on the right.
The blitz and the bull on the right.
I think he should have gone for the bull on the left as the bull on the right. He could have potentially put additional tackle zones on to make the dodge just
He's still going to be able to. Oh, flow through you is dead, Shredder. Getting yet another scalp on the last turn too. Wow.
Insult
as a note,
injury.
As a note, things if the if there wasn't a touchdown scored, that blitz wouldn't have happened.
Oh no!
I'm saying insult me injury. That was,
Is Liam re-rolling? Is
well,
that with that death? Oh, we might have to. Might have to mute Papa for the last turn here.
That's all right. He'll be all right.
Small child devastated at the loss of flow through you.
Small child's really upset.
Understandable.
He's
We
all
didn't
right.
get to
He'll be
see a
fine.
pile on.
It's been a whole match. What is this?
Tomo saying that's Liam in the background.
You know, you're like, don't, no.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's a,
Well, Liam has confirmed on Discord that he is indeed joining the Greenhorn.
oh, Liam throwing in the towel with the Dwarfs. I wonder if he'll roll into Underworld. As Papa's child in the background, as upset as Liam is right now.
you should be muted at the moment, but the
Yeah, no,
but yeah,
he
I'm
was.
going to pop off to go and cheer him up a little. Thanks, guys. Yeah, commiserations to. As despite the past still to come, commiserations. And congratulations to Nick.
Thanks
And,
very
um,
much,
yeah.
Papa.
Matthew's very disappointed that you lost, Liam.
And good luck in your game too, Papa. Oh,
Wow. I mean,
good. Oh,
yeah.
are you going to see an Apo?
You may as well.
Apo?
Can anything else be hit?
Maybe.
Oh, there's a bull centaur who can still act, I guess.
No, we're thinking about it. You used
It's
it.
been-
Yeah, Raphael the Third has been saved.
I suppose
There's
like there
still
could be
the
a
blitz
foul.
to come, isn't there?
Hello there could get fouled.
So wow. All right. Ooh.
Oh, can we still make?
Are we going for the 6+6+?
Can we-
No, there'll be a
Do you
6+.
Do you believe in miracles?
6+4+. No, not this one. Not this one. I don't. Can he even reach? I don't think he can. It's too far.
I think he's out of range, right? If only did you ever hear was one square back, he could geofighter the handoff and then make a pass.
Like, why?
Oh.
Don't die. Oh, he's fine. Tragedy of Darth. He's okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a game! Unbelievable. Liam handing the game to Nick in the end there with a push into the touchdown zone when he could have just surfed him.
Slice
Wow.
is right. Could have thrown the ball out of bounds and hoped that it scattered onto the
Tragedy of Darth picking up the MVP for the Empresses. So he might be going on the market for somebody at the end of next season. But wow.
I mean, this was a game that was punctuated by, like, the misclick of a lifetime, right?
Oh my god, indeed. The turn before, Nick could have gone for the 1 in 9 dodge into the touchdown.
Yeah.
Instead, he opted for the what? It was essentially another 1 in 9
Yeah.
dodge against tackle. So no built-in reroll for that one. And he did use the team reroll, but didn't get there. Oh, what a game! Congratulations to Gdaynick and commiserations to Liam. It was entertaining. And
That is entirely true.
one click away from overtime, essentially. Thankfully for me, this not going to overtime means I can have my dinner off stream.
That's right.
Thank you, Liam. It's very considerate of you.
Yeah, kind.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Crusader, for joining me.
No,
It was
not at all, sir.
Very fun.
You know, I would have kicked myself had I heard about the exploits of this match after the fact.
Everybody in chat was treated at the end there. I don't know whether anybody's clipped it. I expect somebody might.
Well, I mean, this video will be on YouTube, I assume, at some point over the next few days. So at least it'll be immortalized there. But as I said, I think if Haringzord misses the drama of that misclick, then he's doing those hype videos wrong. So
there was only 4 really stupid rolls in the end, because Leatherhead spent the second half on the side.
He spent plenty of the first half on the ground too.
Bunch of 5s and 6s there for Nick. And Liam, on the other hand, didn't roll as many dice. Still 5s and 6s. 4 5s and 6s of that. Wow. Joe, what a second half. Like, the lightning bolt from Nick was questionable. The stall.
There was a lot about that second half that I think was questionable. Just quietly.
It's got to be the nerves getting to the coaches. I can only imagine.
Right.
The pressure. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, well, Nick's saying in chat there, the game was played pretty well until I let both balls on me and then panicked.
Yeah. Congratulations, Nick. It was entertaining. And I was a little shocked from both coaches at the end there. The last 3 or so turns about 13, 14, 15 were a little bit crazy. Oh my lord. What a way to start the round of 32 for the REBBL playoffs.
Yep. I think this one will be remembered for a long time to come. So, Liam, you're probably not likely to live that down anytime soon. As unfortunate as that may be.
I'll quickly take a peek at the calendar. I think there might be a game tonight. Yep, there are 2 games tonight for the UK. Necronomics and the Farm Animals, and the Revenge of the Franks versus High Fivers are both playing at 11 p.m. UTC.
Yeah, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
It's what, 7 o'clock for you or something like that?
Yeah, 7 a.m. for me. So prime time for the US in the evening, I believe, and quite late for the UK. And no games after that so far for Friday, but Saturday is a big one. We've got Buford T Justice versus Larkstar. Well, that's actually Friday night for the UK. And then we have TARDIS versus the Grody Greens around midday for the Australians, or in the early afternoon, followed up by Puppet Nasty versus Jameis. And then Jape versus Taladras.
Tallahassee,
Taladras. And then I think it carries on once again into the weekend with a lot more games to come. So hopefully everybody catches as many games as they can and fully enjoys them. I will see you all next time, and I'm sure Crusader will too.
Yep. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon, I guess. I don't know.
Saturday is the big games for the rest of the Big O mostly, and Crusader and I will be covering those. So see you all then. Don't forget to say hi to your mum for me, and I'll catch you all later.
We promised drama, and the round of 64 delivered.
Oh my god. Sammy the Screwdriver coming out swinging.
We were treated to the best that REBBL had to offer, and the worst. All apple pies, going in for a blitz, and he has 1 in 90. The Big O have been relentless in their pursuit of glory, but can they keep it up? Now, the Division 1 winners enter the fray. with a former champion among them. The pressure is ramping up, but there's plenty more blood still to be spilled.
Oh, Pizarro, no!
Welcome to the round of 32. Limpy goes in. Have you ever seen this before? And the fourth Doctor!
Bloody hell.
Fourth Doctor dies!
No big deal, boys. We're done.
Oh, stop! What?
Oh, that.
First blood?
Blower is out.
Intercepted. It's a bull centaur interception. That is just worse.
This is a massacre right now. The tree will attack on its own here in the Rebels layoffs. Have you ever seen anything like this?